Shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH for giving me the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and Apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. And this lesson I do want to get into today is about the MOTB, alright, the mark of the beast. And the reason why I want to get into the lesson is because we're in that days. We're in a time where prophecy is going to be fulfilled. And the only thing that's holding up prophecy is the mark of the beast. And very recently we have been seeing UFO sightings lately. Our GMS Miami camp, we saw a UFO sliding past by us. It was a beautiful experience. Our elder Pastor Hard damn near just brought a video 1 hour ago talking about how people are seeing a fat chariot that's bigger than America, that's coming to Earth. All right, bigger chariots. All right, there's sightings of UFO sightings everywhere, all over the place. All right, and we're in that time where YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI is going to come and do great wonders and avenge Israel's so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American upon these heathens. But the only prophecy that's left is the mark of the beast. We already in a time of war. We're already in a time of what nation, who nations with what nation, and who's gonna betray America. We already in those times. We already see Esau Edom fall. The only thing now is just what? The mark of the beast. The RFID chip. Alright. Because there's already many plagues out there already. There's already people that hate one another. The love of many have waxed cold. Everything's already sprinkled in. Jacob trouble, martial law, famine, plagues, sedition of man. People got guns. The hate, the anger, the tiredness, the woes, the frustrations. We're in that time. And we're in an age where it's just one more prophecy, just one more to go, just one more prophecy, the MOTB. And people's going to be like, no, that's not going to happen. Look, man, look, it's going to happen. This is what's going to happen next. Revelation 13, starting at verse 5 says what? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Who is the he? All right, at least the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Edomites. All right, and Trump, they're going to use Trump as a forefront to push the New World Order. He, the Edomites, had power to give life unto the image of the beast, the New World Order, the age of digital, the age of technology, where everything's going to be digital. Your money's going to be digital. Your ID is going to be digital. Your identity is going to be digital. Everything of you is going to be in a chip. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So basically, the New World Order, that is basically the image of the beast. All right, if you don't follow the New World Order, and that's how the image of the beast speaks through the rules, you don't follow the rules that Trump will bring out, you'll be put to death. You'll be put to death. You'll be condemned for not being part of the new society that they're trying to bring out. Why? Because you're not trying to basically be in line, in order. So they're gonna put you to death. That's why it says what? That as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And he causes all, or how does the least, the Edomites, the Rockefellers, causes people to receive the chip? Through fear. Through fear of not getting the resources, through fear of not surviving in the everyday society, through fear of not getting the things that you want. Because back in the days when the incident happened in 2020 and people were scared, the only way you could buy and sell was get the juicy juice. All right, and people were scared because now how can you pay your bills? How can you get your paycheck? How can you do all this stuff? They was all scared. So what they started to do, they started to get the juicy juice. All right, and what happened? Now what's happening now? People that got the juicy juice is now falling sick. All right, the same concept have right now. People is doing it through. He's gonna do it through fear of losing things. So people's gonna start taking it. So he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand and their forehead through fear. The only way to survive in the society that they're about to bring, because you won't be able to drive a car if you don't have a ID in your hand. You won't be able to be out in the streets in martial law if you can't identify yourself. You can't get your paycheck because your paycheck got to be in your hand. There's gonna be a collateral damage that's about to come to pass where you gotta take the chip. You got to. is like an only way to basically breathe in the society that he's about to bring. So he's going to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark of their right hand or on their forehead. The right hand is talking about the RFID chip, and the forehead is talking about the Neuralink. And that no man might buy or sell save that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy, you won't be able to sell, you won't be able to do anything without the RFID chip. And that's what is about to come to pass next. He's gonna bring a new order, a age of digital currency, age where you got to be identified through a chip, through a mark, or through their system, what they say. Or it's gonna be a chip, small as grain. It's gonna go on your right hand. Trump's gonna say it too. Watch. All right. Why do you think Trump has troops in other states already? Why do you think he has troops set up in other states and major areas where riots usually happen? He set them up over there because when he announced the situation of what he's about to do, he's already have troops there to calm people down. He already has people there to make sure people's gonna stay still, so they could comply. And if you don't comply, then what? Look, guess what? You're just gonna be put to death. You're gonna be known as what? A terrorist, because you're not going against the policy of the government. All right. They're gonna use an excuse for that. They're gonna use an excuse to use your job as a way to help you to get money, to help you to get money easily, or help you to identify yourself easily. And they're gonna say, if you don't take it, we can't identify you, and since we can't identify you, you're gonna be known as a terrorist, and they will put you to death. That's the excuse they're gonna do. They're gonna try many ways to influence people to take it. They're gonna use smooth words, but those words are actually wrathful. They're gonna seem nice, but they're actually just doing it so they could bring you down. All right, because at the end of the day, the reason why they want you to take this RFID chip is so they could own you, so they could know what you're doing. They want to be like the Most High themselves. They want to know where you at. They want to know what you eat. They want to know how much money you spend. They want to know your personality, your psychology, how you think, how you act, how you talk, how much hair you grow, how many times you went to the bathroom today. All right, why? Because they want to be like the Most High, and they're trying to own you. And how would he own you? Is by chipping you, by marking you, by his property. That chip will be his property, and if he marks you, you are his. That's why in Revelation 14:9 it talks about how if you receive the RFID chip, the Neuralink, or the image of the beast, the mark of the beast, if you take it, what happened is that you're going to be destroyed with Esau Edom. You're going to be destroyed in America because you're basically part of his system. You are claimed by him. You are his property now. You're not a human anymore. You're not a Israelite. You're a property of Esau Edom. You just got owned. So now you're just another tool for him, and he just throws it away. All right, it shows your character. It shows that you trust the philosophy of Esau Edom instead of trusting the Lord YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. All right, and that shows a lot of character. The fact that you rather choose to be part of the world and take the RFID chip shows that you rather be a sodomite. You rather hang out with a sodomite. You rather hang out with adulterous friends. A woman that had many baby daddies. A weird ass kid that shot his parents twice in a row, a disrespectful life for her. You rather hang out with them just to have a comfortable life. You're wicked. You're off. You're far gone. And with that chip, it's gonna show that it's gonna show to YAHAWASHI that you're not right, and you're gonna be left behind. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be left behind in the thermonuclear missiles that he's gonna bring to America for its wickedness. He's not, look, man, YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI is not going to bring some random guy that took the chip that agrees with American philosophy into the chariots. You're going to be stupid if you believe that. You're stupid if you believe that. YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI will never do such stupid stuff like that. That's far from his thoughts. Far from his thoughts. You know? Let's go to Revelation 14:9. It says this. And yeah, verse 9, it's lucky. It says this. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shemashai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. So whoever take the RFID chip to receive the mark in his forehead or in his hand, or if you worship the image of the beast, if you basically worship the new order that's about to come to pass, that the elites about to bring out, and Trump is gonna bring it out too. Trump's gonna be they're gonna use Trump as a mascot to do it. All right, he's that cruel Lord that could bring that to pass. A cruel Lord, a Lord that will not care about your opinion or what you want. He's gonna bring what he needs to bring, what his boss told him. The elites, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Illuminatis, the illuminated one, the people upstairs. They're the one who is in charge. Those are Trump boss. They tell Trump what to do, and Trump basically do what they say, and he just brings it up. And he's gonna force it too. He's gonna make sure he completes it because that's where his paycheck coming from them. He's gonna have a comfortable life by getting the paycheck for them. And he's gonna do a good. That's what's gonna happen. But if you take that chip and take it because of what he forced you to do, what's gonna happen? You from the what? The saints shall drink the wine. Verse 10 says what? The saints shall drink the wine of the wrath of YAHAWASHI, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. So basically, you're going to be eating nukes. You're going to be left behind in America to eat nukes. And nobody's not going to save you. You're going to be left here to die. That's just simply it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to try to make it sound fancier, but you're going to be left here eating nukes. All right. And how can you escape this hour of force, hour of where basically hour of temptation? How can you escape the day of the hour or months? Because it's going to be months when this is going to happen. It's not going to be happening in an hour. It's going to happen in months. Or how can you survive in those months? You got to have faith in YAHAWASHI. That's why it's very important for you Jakes out there to repent and come back to ways YAHAWASHI now and learn to fear him, learn to have confidence, learn to trust in him. All right. So when the day comes, you're gonna be stable in those days. Because when all hell break loose and you wasn't learn to trust him, you didn't learn nothing about YAHAWASHI, how he works and how he does stuff, you're gonna be screwed. You won't be stable in the mind, and you're gonna be tossed through and fro with strange philosophies, and you're gonna be forced to take it. Basically, you're going to fold. You won't have the spirit of YAHAWASHI within you. You're going to fold him under pressure. All right. If you're in this truth, you've been going through hell on toss and fro. But all through those hell, you learn that YAHAWAH was with you no matter what. You have one off. You did this. You done that. But YAHAWAH was with you to the bitter end. We understand that. So when all hell break loose, we're not going to trouble here and there. Are we going to be scared? Of course we're going to be scared. This stuff happening all over the place. Scripture says that elect's going to be fire in those days. But are we going to lose faith in YAHAWAH? Hell no. Are we going to fold under pressure and start trying to look for a chip? Hell no. Are we going to start calling on our mothers, our fathers, our sisters to call for help? No. We're calling upon who? YAHAWAH, save us. BAHASHAM, save us. YAHAWAH, please. We're going to beg. We're going to be crying. We're going to cry to him. Not no damn, no Esau, Edom. And that's who we're going to call upon. Why? Because we learned that he is our comforter. He is our shield. He is the one that is going to deliver us. Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in another, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby you must be saved. Must be saved by who? By Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And you got to build that trust within him, with him. You got to build that connection with him. You got to do it. All right, you got to control your flesh. And sometimes now it's the flesh that's making you not believe. The flesh make you feel this type of way, F the flesh. The flesh you're not even supposed to listen to your own feelings. You're supposed to just believe and done it. Move on. F the flesh. The flesh is the thing that makes you have no faith. And you got to go through discipline. You got to know that. You got to go through hell to realize that. If you haven't been in the truth and you haven't gone through hell and haven't gone through the experience and haven't, gone through the trials, you won't understand that. And when all hell break loose, you're going to be tossed to and fro. You're going to be all over the place. You're going to be as a woman. You're going to be worse than a woman. All right, because at least a woman, she going to run to her safety, her man. But you, who is your safety? You men out there, who is your safety? And that safety, who is YAHAWASHI? But do you know? Hell no. You don't know that. So it's gonna be it's about to be It's about to be a climax. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. For giving me the spirit to do this lesson. We're going home. We're going home. It's over. Our captivity is over. We're going home. That's all I got to say. We are going home. And I can't wait. Shalom.